Hi, so today we're going to talk about your tone and how you speak to people and how it can affect your business. So I'm going to use two examples, tone that involves anger and a tone that involves accent. And you'll see where I'm going with this. So let's talk about anger first. Now, let's say again, you have a situation to deal with and you're speaking to somebody and now you say, hey, you know what, we can't offer your service currently at the clinic. Can you say it in a neutral way? And maybe the other person, he has bills to pay, and so he's a bit anxious. He's a bit irritated by your answer as well. Maybe he gets a bit angry. So he comes on. So now he's speaking back to you, and he has this tone where he's beginning to demonstrate a little bit of anger towards you. So he might say, "What do you mean we can offer the service?" Now, if you're not careful, what you're going to try to do, you're going to try to match his tone. This is how we behave. Okay, we're trying to match the person's tone, and not all the time that is appropriate. In fact, in the majority of times, it may not be appropriate. But this is our default response. So then you may respond with a bit of an angry tone as well, or maybe above his tone of anger. And you might say, "Well, we just can't do it. We just can't." And now he's meeting you back now. So now what's happening now, you have a situation that started out at this level of emotion, but now he comes at you to this level, and now you're going at this level, and now your whole situation is now escalating until the whole thing just blows up, and that is totally unnecessary. So you have to be aware as to how it is you are speaking. So you have to deliberately check yourself, and if you're responding, if the person comes up with this level of anger, you can't come here. You have to maybe go a little below to bring that person's tone down. Now, it may or may not work, but the fact of the matter is, in a certain percent of situations, it is going to work. And you need to be minimizing the amount of conflict you're having with people, the amount of unnecessary conflict you're having with people when you are running a business. Now, let's talk about accent. I'm going to give you a real life example on this one. This was many years ago when the clinic was located in Rodney Road, Endeavor. And a Trinidadian guy came to us. He was having neck pain, but he lived in the States for a while. So he had an American accent. So he came to us with some neck pain, did some therapy on him, went back home, and then we were speaking to him on the phone a few days after just to check up on how he was doing. So what happened is he was speaking to me, of course, on the phone with an American accent, and I inadvertently spoke back to him with an American accent, and he thought I was mocking him. I can sense how when he responded to me, and there was this sort of uncomfortable pause as well in the conversation, and at that point I knew I had offended the guy. It was not intentional, but I matched his accent because that is how he was speaking to me, but I'm very sure that he was offended by that. So again, when you're speaking to people who have an accent, be very aware that you're not speaking to them back in their accent where they can interpret or misinterpret that you are mocking them. Okay, so this is where tone comes in when it comes to business and people relations. These are just two examples. There's a lot more that can be said on this, but I just want to get the ball rolling here. So let's be aware of that and hope for the best.